We have her laptop. We have not done the forensics on it yet. The search warrant is being done on it now.
Why was her boyfriend here before?
He's been cooperating with us. What we do know is the boyfriend and the roommate, Ian, went to the Outlet Mall in Orlando on Saturday to get a gaming computer. They did not allow her to go with them. So on Sunday afternoon, they had a little argument, allegedly. Obviously, I can't talk to her, so I don't know if that's true. But allegedly, there was an argument, and she wanted to go blow off some steam. And that's why she went to the park.
Do you have any persons of interest? And if so, who are they?
Well, Ken, persons of interest will be anybody that last saw her. So right now, it's the boyfriend that last saw her leaving the house, and Ian Lloyd last saw her. Now, we know she left the house by herself, and she went to the park because that's where her vehicle was found. We don't know what occurred in between time, and here we are, day number 5. We still don't know where she is. The phone is still turned off. She's not talking to mom. She's not talking to her sister. So here we are.
That park was a place where she went regularly, right? It's not unusual that she was there.
It's not unusual, allegedly. There is a little sign-in log out there, a little honesty thing, and we do know she's signed in there several times. The last time they were all there was on Thursday.
Since you took away the cell phone from Ian, he has not been in contact with you.
Correct.
Any concerns about that?
I believe he's back in town, so that's one of our projects today, if you will, is to find Ian and talk to him again. But we have talked to him in the past. He's given us some information, but nothing that's of evidentiary value.
What does it say now that he's kind of evading you?
Do I think he's forthcoming? No.
What makes you think that?
Very standoffish.
And what about her boyfriend? What's the sense you get from him?
He seems to be forthcoming. He's willing to talk to us anytime. But again, that doesn't bring him out of the box. What we know for sure is that those were the last 2 to be with her.
When did you talk to Ian and what did he say? When did you talk to Ian and what did he say to you all?
I've been talking to Ian with the exception of last night, and he has very little to say other than that's not his girlfriend. He doesn't have a lot of contact with her. He is simply Ruben's business partner, and his contact is with Ruben and not her.
What does it say that he kind of went MIA these past 24 hours after you talked to him?
You can view that 2 different ways. We were doing a search warrant at his house. So he took his dog and probably went somewhere. I mean, if he didn't come back today, I'd be a little more concerned, but I think he's back in town. We're done with the search warrant, so there's no reason for both of them not to be able to go in their house.
What did you take from the house that was his?
That was his?
Yes.
I'm not going to discuss all the things we took out of the house.
What makes this whole thing suspicious that you just think she just didn't just run off?
Suspicious is the fact she normally calls her mom every day and calls her sister 3 or 4 times a week. None of that's occurred since Sunday afternoon. Here we are at the 5th day, no phone calls. It's very suspicious. We're very concerned about her well-being, and the longer this goes on, we're going to have to suspect foul play.
So you don't have any search crews out there today. How would you qualify this? Is it a search at this point, or is it an investigation? What is it?
It's a large-scale investigation because we're investigating this case with the sheriff's office, and we have approximately 15 to 20 people working full-time on this case, day and night.
How hopeful are you that you're going to find her alive?
A couple days from now, not very hopeful. I mean, here we are, day 5. I have no idea where she is.
Are you planning on going out to search the area where her car was parked?
That area was thoroughly searched on Tuesday with horses, canine, aircraft, FWC assisted with sonar. It was thoroughly searched, but keep in mind that's a large area. If you haven't been out there, it's over 600 acres.
When you talked to her boyfriend and Ian, did you give either one or both lie detector tests, and if so, what were the results?
I'm not going to discuss whether we gave a polygraph or not. Those results are part of the investigation, and as you know, they can't be used in court, so it's a moot point.
But I mean, it's a way to feel them out.
Sure, it's another tool on the tool belt.
So did they get them?
No. Ian did not get a polygraph. The boyfriend was willing to do a polygraph.
Any
And-
reason to suspect foul play in this?
Any reason to suspect foul play? Again, the fact that she's not calling her mom, her phone is off. We have done emergency pings, you all know what that means, and we're not getting any signal from the cell phone. So that in itself is suspicious. The fact the car was found where it is for her to blow off some steam, allegedly, that may not be so suspicious, but the other facts of this case are very suspicious.
Where do you think she is?
That's the million-dollar question. I don't know. And the fact is, they've searched that entire area the best they could, and she's not there.
What makes the relationship like? Do they argue often? Was that common for them?
Well, keep in mind, I'm only getting information from Ruben, and Ian is giving limited information, but Ruben says they don't typically argue much. Allegedly, again, both of them went to the outlet mall in Orlando on Saturday to get a gaming computer. They got that gaming computer, and allegedly an argument ensued over the fact that she wasn't allowed to go.
Were you able to confirm that they actually went to the outlet mall? And
Yes.
what makes this especially challenging? The fact that, does she have any friends around here? You're able to...
Especially challenging is that she does not have a lot of friends around here. We do know she had a job cleaning short-term rentals. We do know she had a schedule. We do know she did not show up for work. So the challenging part of this is the fact she had no friends here. Family lives in South Florida. They are up here currently. They are very concerned as we are.
Where does she work? What's the name of the company?
I don't have the name of the company, but it's very common up here to have the short-term rentals where people go to Disney and want to rent it for 3-4 days, up to 2 weeks. And she would simply get it ready for the next customer.
Have
Do
talked
you
to her
think that
boss
they know
before?
where she is?
Our detectives have talked to the boss, and what's come out of that is the fact she didn't show up for work.
Do you think they know where she's at or what happened?
Though I think who knows?
Boyfriend?
I'm not going to speculate at this time.
Do you perceive any tension between her and the roommate, Ian?
Ian's not saying much. And since I can't talk to her, I don't know. I mean, Ruben is saying that there isn't a lot of tension there, that they're simply business partners. And
Do you believe that?
again, do I believe that? I know they're business partners. I'm not going to speculate anything further.
But they
Any
were also-
reason why someone might want to harm her?
No reason.
Did she have any love affairs online with anyone else?
Not that we're aware of, but keep in mind we're going to be doing forensics on her laptop today.
But they were also all roommates, correct?
That's
They lived
correct.
together.
How long have they lived together, known each other?
Ian has lived there for a little over a year. And I believe they've been boyfriend-girlfriend for nearly 5 years.
And Ruben and Ian, have they known each other for only about a year or two?
A little over a year. They became business
What
partners.
did Ruben say about their argument? What was it about? About the fact that she wasn't allowed to go to the store or what? Anything else?
That's what he says, that Ian went with him to the outlet to get that gaming computer. She was upset. She didn't bring it up Saturday night, but she brought it up Sunday afternoon. And according to Ian, they spoke in Spanish, so he says he didn't understand what was being said. But she, according to Ruben, she was upset, wanted to go away and, quote, blow off some steam.
And they had been at that park together, according to the sign-in sheet, all three of them?
That's correct.
Earlier that week, though.
Earlier that week.
Not this Monday or Sunday.
And also Ian and Ruben have been there by themselves.
And they signed in.
And they sign in.
What do they do there?
It's a nature park. I mean, you can walk down trails and it's nature. So you're not allowed to stay overnight and camp, but they're telling me they have spent the night there and camped.
Based on your time, all three of them, or the two, Ian and
All
Ruben?
three of them, and sometimes just two of them.
Based on your timeline, when?
Which two?
Ian and Ruben.
Ian and Ruben.
Based on your timeline, when did she drive there?
We know for a fact she left around 4:30, between 4:30 and 5 Sunday afternoon. I can tell you that is a fact. And since the media content yesterday, we got some tips in that that vehicle was found there at 7 p.m. Sunday evening. So,
Did you see anybody else leave the house following her?
not yet.
Have you looked at the gate cameras? What is that?
There's a lot of moving parts here. So unfortunately, this isn't like your hour TV show. We have a lot more to do, and that's one of them, is looking at the gate camera footage. And that'll be done today as well. So we have the forensics on the computer. We're waiting for phone records on her phone specifically, and the gate camera stuff today. So that's what we're working on today.
Ian's last name is Lloyd, L-L-Y-D.
Correct.
What is the name of their business that they say their business partners on?
I don't know the name of the business, but they're more contractors. They are the middlemen, if you will, for roofing. So they set up the roofing jobs. They don't actually go out and swing the hammer.